Hey guys, today I want to do another tour of my Burnaby apartment. I know I did one back in March, but things have been updated and changed a bit. So yeah, I want to show you guys a little bit about what's different and what's changed and just give another tour. Alright guys, so right now this is the hallway of my apartment and gonna flip it around. Alright, so you see two mirrors here that are basically going to lead to different closets. So I have two different closets here, and for this closet I have some things that I don't really use all that much. So I have a heater here and a Himalayan salt lamp that I don't really use, and then here I basically have a bunch of different boxes for storage. So yeah, this is for whenever I move out or just for storing stuff. I have these boxes here, and then over here I have the hot pot cooker, which I don't really have many people over these days because of the pandemic, so I don't really use that, so I put that over here. So basically this closet here is only used for storing stuff, for boxes and stuff like that. All right, and going over to the other mirror, behind the other mirror is now my coat rack, where I used to hang my jackets and blazers and coats and stuff like that. It used to be in the other closet over there, but I decided to put it here. It's closer to the entrance. And so yeah, I store my guitars here. So I have most of my old guitars. I try to keep it to around 5 guitars. Don't want to have too many. But this is my Martin OMJM acoustic, and then this is the case for my Duesenberg Joe Walsh Alliance. These 2 gig bags are for my Fender Stratocaster and my Gresh White Penguin Parlour, and then this one is for my GNL ASOS Special. So yeah, that's my guitars. Cases at least, I have 2 guitars out, but I put the rest in here. So up here I have some canvas prints and posters and stuff like that. I keep them up here because I still, this is a rented apartment, so I don't want to damage any of the drywall or anything. So I'm just going to leave it here. Maybe in the future when I get a place more permanent, then I can actually put these up. But for now, I'm just going to leave them up here. All right, so yeah, that's basically those 2 closets right there. And then you guys can see my shoes here. I don't have a shoe rack. Maybe I should. But yeah, I got slippers. These Under Armour basketball shoes are actually my main hiking shoes. And they do pretty well, actually. They grip really well, so actually I use them as hiking shoes now these days. But yeah, those are not really my main basketball shoes. I have the Onitsuka Tigers. These are the Bruce Lee special editions. Then I have, these ones are the Fila's I got from Korea. These are dress shoes. Don't really wear them these days because I don't really go outside much. These are dress shoes from Korea. These ones are probably the ones I wear the most these days. The Puma suedes, they're pretty comfortable. I think I've become more of a Puma fan now. I used to be more of an Adidas fan. So I have Puma Clydes now for basketball. They were also my running shoes when I go jogging. And these ones are the Adidas Superstars, which I've always been a fan of Adidas shoes in general, so I just had to keep a pair handy. Generally pretty nice shoes. So yeah, I probably should have a shoe rack, but there it is. All right, and then moving on. My bathroom, nothing too special about my bathroom. I do want to notice that I did put a weight here because these days I'm trying to diet and lose weight, so I do have a weight scale now. And then over here, I have a foot massager actually, or a foot wash machine as well, in case I want to put my feet there, and then washes and massages my feet, which is really nice and comfortable. So I have that there whenever I want to take it out and use it. So that's it. That is my bathroom. All right, and now we got 2 other closets here that are fronted by mirrors. So this first one here, I use this closet. If you look up here, there's a bunch of boxes in here, and these are boxes for the stuff that I buy. And in case I want to resell them, that's why I still keep them up here. So you can see the variety of stuff that I buy, which is a lot because of YouTube reviews and stuff like that. And because I'm a collector, so. Here, more boxes I couldn't fit. This is the Asus ZenBook box and the Alienware M15 box right there. Beneath these 2 are boxes for my different retro phones, and yeah, you can see that here. So yeah, this is basically an entire box full of my retro devices and phones and stuff like that. So yeah, I keep them here in this box. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. It's maybe like 80 phones in that box. And then down here are basically more devices that I keep in the boxes here just for collectors, right, purposes. So I have laptops and stuff in there. I have tablets and stuff. Basically all my stuff that I don't really use, but I just keep them there for collectors purposes. I just put them in these boxes. And then over here is the square off chessboard, which actually takes up a lot of space. So I usually just leave it there unless I want to play chess. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this closet. It's really just for storing some of my collector's items and having boxes and stuff. So, all right. Now moving on to this one, which actually holds a little bit more stuff maybe. So up here are more boxes again for resale purposes and stuff. I put, still keep some of my boxes for my products and items. And then on second shelf is PS3 games and a lot of other discs, I guess. So I don't really play my PS3 much, but there are still a lot of games that have only been released for PS3 and have not been remastered yet or re-released. So I still have PS3 games there, and then some Nintendo 3DS games and PS Vita games as well. For most of my Vita games and 3DS games, I have them digitally downloaded, but there are some that I still keep like a physical cartridge of, so that's what they are. And then in the back here, we have more Blu-ray. We have Blu-ray discs and DVDs and stuff like that, which I don't really watch all too often, but they are still there. So, yeah, like for different documentaries and TV shows and concerts and stuff like that. All right, now this shelf, more PS3 games in the back, and then for this box here, it's a lot of the items that. So in the other closet is a box full of stuff that are just for collectors purposes, right? I never really take them out unless it's for just a video on my YouTube or something. But these ones are ones that I kind of use sometimes, not that often, but I still might use sometimes. So I have the PS Vita here, I have the Razer Phone 2, Essential phone that runs Lineage OS. I have my BlackBerry Key 2 in here, my Unihertz Titan Pocket. So just like specialty phones, my Cosmo communicator here. So I have phones that run Linux, Sailfish OS, yeah, my Sony Xperia XA2 is in here as well. Nexus 5 running Ubuntu Touch, Lineage OS in here. Yeah, just a bunch of phones here running different operating systems, and yeah, like the BlackBerry and like physical keyboards and stuff like that. So those are phones I might use sometimes, like just for curiosity purposes, I guess. Yeah, so and like some other gaming devices like my Vita 3DS are in here as well, in case I want to play some older games, I guess. So those are devices I would use sometimes, right? Not just for collectors purposes. All right, now here, this is my iPad Bridge keyboard, and right now I'm using my iPad just as a tablet, so I'm not really using this keyboard right now. This is the Google Pixel Book, and then underneath that is the Asus ZenBook Duo, which is my backup portable laptop, I guess. And then this is my Alienware N15 R5 Ryzen, which is my backup gaming laptop, or in case I go traveling or anything, I can use this. Right now I use my desktop as my main gaming machine. So this is when I go traveling or I want to have another gaming laptop for my friends to use when they come over. This one is my ThinkPad TP25, which is my backup business laptop. I've had this for over 4 years now, and yeah, this is still a good laptop, so I still keep this one. It's still very unique. So this shelf, we have some other stuff that's not really all that important, honestly. So just basically boxes. So this is a box for my GPD Win 3. This is a box for my RG Strix B550i motherboard. I guess these are boxes that didn't have room to fit up there in the top shelf. And then in the back are basically some adapters and stuff like that for different regions. Like if I go to Asia or whatever, I might use one of those. I don't think there's anything much in here, just various random accessories and stuff. Oh, that's for my Canon printer. Okay. Yeah, random accessories. These are AC adapters for the laptops on the previous shelf. And then this one is my Canon portable photo printer, I guess. Now I don't really print photos all that often, but sometimes it's nice to have like a physical photo, I guess, to hold in your hand, not just a digital one. So it's nice to be able to have like a portable printer like that. Just for mementos and stuff. And then I have another box for my 1Mix Yoga 3. And then this box is for my Fire Emblem Collector's Edition. This box is for my Japanese Collector's Edition. And these 2 are my Magic the Gathering binders, which it takes us to our next shelf because we have Magic the Gathering stuff here. Yep. So this shelf is mostly for Magic and stuff. So we got Magic cards right there. This is our backup Magic cards. Well, my spare cards, I suppose. And then here is my main decks. So I have 12 decks here, I think. And unfortunately, I don't have that many people to play with here in Vancouver. But yeah, I guess when I have some friends who come over who want to play Magic, I have these. So about 12 decks here and another 2 Commander decks here, which I play with my friend in San Francisco when I go deck down. And then over here, 2 shoe boxes. I think this one is... Oh, this is my NVIDIA Shield Portable. Okay, so this one, the NVIDIA Shield Portable is kind of big. It doesn't fit in my other box, so put it here. This one, I believe, is... Oh, that's just more manuals and stuff like that. Okay, so put some of that in there. And then going down here, these are basically just Tupperware containers full of cables and stuff like that. Now I have to mention in the other closet, there are 2 more Tupperware containers in one of the boxes. And those containers contain USB cables, like a lot of different cables, micro USB, Lightning, USB-C, whatever. It contains all those different cables. And another one contains audio cables and video cables like HDMI, VGA, RCA cables, stuff like that. So there's 2 more Tupperware containers you're not seeing there. They're in the other closet. But these ones, this one contains, actually 2 of these contain AC adapters for all my retro devices. So you might be wondering, oh, you got so many retro devices, you got 80 phones, 30 laptops. How do you store all the AC adapters for them? Well, yeah, for some of the laptops, these are the AC adapters for laptops that I might use that are on the previous shelf. For the other laptops, I pretty much only take out sometimes for showing videos. Yeah, all these AC adapters are these are for the phones and laptops that I just, keep in the box. So there's a lot of them. So that's why I need to have 2 Tupperware containers full of them. These 2 boxes are full of accessories and specialty cables, I think, for those devices. So there are a lot of like docking stations, like special batteries and cases and stuff like that for those devices as well. And I keep those in these 2 containers. And this one is just a tool bag. So yeah, this one will contain just tools like pliers, soldering gun, screwdrivers and stuff like that, hex screws and stuff like that. This is a tool bag basically. If I want to, whenever I repair some stuff, I repair laptops and in guitars I swap out the pickups sometimes. So that's what I use this one for. And then these containers are for very small random stuff. Like this one is just for dongles, random dongles and stuff like that. This one is for my figurines. Then I have this one. It's like random. It's another adapter. It should be in the other one box. These are random cases, stuff for my watches, stuff like that. Yeah, watch parts and parts for my figures and stuff like that. So just random stuff in these ones. All right, so that is my second storage closet. You can see here, a lot of stuff in these 2 closets. I think these 2 closets easily contain at least $10,000 worth of stuff. So a lot of stuff in these 2 closets. All right, so next we can go look at my kitchen. So this is my kitchen. Not too much has changed here. I mean, I still have my main portable dishwasher here. This is the Danby portable dishwasher, and it's been pretty useful for me. It's because this unit does not have a built-in dishwasher. And down here, there's no room to put a dishwasher down there. So there's no other place for me to put it but on top of the sink here because it has to connect to a faucet. This one is pretty useful though. It works pretty well. I've washed, my dishes on here, and I use it all the time. And it does a very good job, actually. So I like it. So this is the Danby portable dishwasher. And over here, I have a new air fryer I got from Caloric. And I use this air fryer a lot. And I think instead of the oven, now I mostly use the air fryer for frying stuff. It's pretty much anything frozen, anything like vegetables or anything like that. Anything you can put in the oven, actually, you can put in this air fryer. It's just a fast bake. and tastes really good. It doesn't take that much time. It takes like 10 minutes compared to the oven's like 30 minutes. It still tastes really good, and it comes out really nice and crispy and stuff, whatever you put in it. So yeah, this is a very nice air fryer by Caloric, and I use it fairly often. They have a can opener, and here is the Cuckoo rice cooker, which I used to use a little bit more. But yeah, these days if I want to make porridge or rice, then of course I still use this. It's fairly advanced, right? It has like all the voice settings and everything like that. Can make a whole bunch of different things, not just rice and porridge. But yeah, it's fairly useful if you do need it. Just these days I haven't used it that much. And then here is the Philips indoor grill, and I use this because, well, Vancouver rains a lot, so it's it's not always practical to grill outside all the time. So this is more convenient. I can just put this indoors. It's smokeless, so don't have to worry about that. And whenever I have friends over and stuff, I can easily just use this to grill something like steak or Korean barbecue or something like that. So this Philips indoor grills, smokeless indoor grill, is actually pretty good. All right, this is a fridge. That's still the same. And then I have more tools up here. Yeah, so these are just random tools. Have like a steam iron, have some air blower, and then yeah, pump, I think. Just various stuff. A wine opener, just various tools there. Random tools, I guess. All right, and over here I have a kettle, microwave, stove, oven, you know, typical stuff in the kitchen. These are what I currently have in my condiments jar right now. So that's it. That is my kitchen. All right. Then onto the other side. So my apartment is a one room, not a one bedroom, although it's as big as a typical one bedroom. So yeah, it's basically a one bedroom sized one room, if that makes sense. So this is my living room. Some stuff has changed here, so let's go over things. So starting with this side. All right, so this closet used to be my coat hangers, and everything used to be here to hang clothes, but hang coats and stuff like that. But now I moved it to the other closet. So this is now just for storing boxes and stuff like that. Again, for moving, for storage, selling. That's why I keep so many boxes. And up there, mostly random stuff. I got a basketball, the Sonic figurine from the collector's edition for Sonic Mania. That's there. And here is more manuals and stuff for some products, air purifier. Over here we have my Synology disk stations, which I use to store all my data. So I have my own basically personal cloud storage here. And yeah, I have a lot of them here. So I have 7 of them, which is kind of crazy, but yeah, the reason why I have so much data is because, well, I do YouTube videos and stuff, so I have one of them just for processed, finished YouTube videos, and I have over 3,000 videos on my channel, so there is a lot. And I have another one for unprocessed, unedited YouTube videos, which I have to get around to editing, so that takes up another whole storage. There's like 24 terabytes of space altogether, so there's a lot. But I do have a lot of data as well. And another one is for movies, so I have a lot of movies as well. And one for just movies and anime and TV shows. That takes up a lot. Then I have another one for music, which I have a lot of music as well. So that also takes up a lot. And I have one for my personal pictures and videos and stuff like that. So you can imagine all this adds up, and that's why I have so many different disk stations here. So I have a lot of different servers, a lot of storage space, but pretty much I have to say almost all of them are filled because I have a lot of data. I have another one for my documents and stuff like that as well, for all my work documents and things like that from the past, all my coding exercises, all those things. So all takes up a lot of space. And then this is the Martin Logan Dynamo 400 subwoofer. This is their smallest subwoofer, and the subwoofer takes up a lot of space. So yeah, this is the smallest one, believe it or not, because yeah, generally if you buy a subwoofer, it's just going to take up a lot of space. So that's why I had to put it here. And then my home theater system has been upgraded a bit. So yeah, as usual, this is my LG 55-inch 4K OLED TV, which I use as my main. This is my main TV for gaming. Mostly, I don't really watch too many movies on this. I mostly prioritize gaming higher than movies. So yeah, I use this mostly for gaming, I guess, especially with friends. These speakers have been upgraded. There used to be Martin Logan 2 eyes. They've been upgraded to 15 eyes, and they've been stand mounted as well. So definitely better quality sound. I can take off the grill to show you guys. So this looks like, from here, yep. Right, so this is what it looks like without the grill. So definitely an upgrade in sound quality compared to the previous 2 eyes that I used. So yeah, these are the Martin Logan 15 eyes, and I have them, of course, for both of my fronts. And then I upgraded my center channel as well. This used to be a Martin Logan 6 eye. Now this has been upgraded to a 8 eye. So I upgraded the center channel as well. And I'm going to the other systems here. I have a Nintendo Switch OLED model right here. So this is the new OLED model of the Switch. It's pretty nice. And the docking station now has Ethernet. So I connect that to my network. And this is my Marantz NR1510 receiver. Yeah, I think this was in my previous video already. So yeah, it's basically switches between all my different inputs, and yeah, fairly decent sound quality for the price. It has a lot of features. Actually has all the streaming stuff as well. The Google Assistant, Alexa, HEOS, streams from my NAS. So it's pretty nice. Supports, I don't think this one does not support Dolby Atmos, but I don't have a Dolby Atmos system anyways. Alright, down here, there's nothing actually in that cupboard. Yeah, I think this is just, these covers is for extra stuff, like there's an extra keyboard or something there I don't really use. I have a PS3 here. The reason I have that is because the PS3 still, you know, for my PS3 games in case I want to play them, and also play CDs, which my PS4 can't. So yeah, the newer PS4 unfortunately doesn't even play CDs. So this replaces my old Denon CD player, and I thought, you know, why not replace my CD player with something that can play CDs and can play my PS3 games in case I want to do that. So yeah, and then I have my PS4 Pro here, which I don't have a PS5 yet, because they're constantly out of stock, of course. So once I get a PS5, I'll probably replace this with a PS5, since it's backwards compatible with PS4 games. Then I have my NVIDIA Shield Pro here, which I use to play mostly retro games because it does emulation and stuff, but also if I want to stream anything from YouTube or Netflix or anything, I can use that because it's also a streaming box as well. So that's it for that. Over here I have my PS4 controllers and PS3 controllers, charging docks for them. Another extra controller. I used to use this for my PS TV, but I don't use my PS TV as much anymore. And these, this cupboard is for CDs and stuff like that. So this is from collector's editions. When I unbox games and stuff, a lot of times they'll come with special soundtracks. Like this is from Ease, Blaze Blue, Tales of Xillia, Persona 4, Disgaea. Yeah, so this is from different collector's editions of games. I have the CDs here. This one, Blaze Blue, yeah, StarCraft, Diablo. This is Persona 4. It's from Can't Go Check Girls, Yuno, special edition there, Love, yeah, Senran Kagura. So I have all my special collector's soundtracks and stuff there, all my CDs basically. Let me show you a bit about what goes on behind here. So you can see all the different wires and stuff that's connected to my Marantz, all the different cables. So yeah, I have most of the inputs used, not all of them. I used to actually connect my desktop computer to this as well for use on my TV, but I connect that to my monitor now. But yeah, it used to be more. And then in the back you can see just how many cables are there for the networking connections. A lot of cables there, and this is my Wi-Fi router as well. So yeah, that's it for that section. And then over here, yeah, so let's see, I have my Roomba vacuum down here now. It's my side table, both my remotes. This is my Martin Logan 2 eyes. I have 2 of them for surrounds. This is my iPhone 12 mini for recording console games. Then I have a charger here for, yeah, because I eat up my Sony batteries pretty fast for YouTube reviews, so I have to recharge several of them. So there's that, and then here is my games. So I have all my PS4 and Nintendo Switch games here. These are the current gen consoles I'm using, I guess. So yeah, that's all my Nintendo Switch games, at least the physical ones. I have a lot more digital on my Switch. Then for my PS4, I have almost all of them physical. I don't really have that many digital downloaded games on my PS4. So pretty much all of them there, and then the steelbook cases for the special edition or limited editions or whatever. Yeah. All right. Then this is my Lazy Boy recliner, which is very nice and comfortable. I just wish I had more opportunity to use them. I usually just stay at my desk most of the time. Wish I had more chance to use them, but mostly just use them when I'm gaming with my friends now. Very rarely when I'm watching movies, but mostly for gaming, and then when I'm gaming with my friends. So yeah, it's this one is, Lazy Boys can be manually reclining, but these ones they have a power recliner. So yeah, and they can go all the way up to here. Okay, and then it looks like that when it's fully reclined. Yep. It comes with USB ports on the side to charge your devices, which is nice. And then I have this one for recording console games. So, yep. Then I have the Comfy massage seat, which I did a video on already. This is a good massage seat. If you just like laying there, and then you can get your back massaged, your neck massaged. You got heated and air seats right there, and you can recline on the recliner at the same time. So all in all, it's very comfortable, and I can put my foot massager here as well if I want to do another foot soak. So I can have the entire kind of spa experience here if I want to. Here, another surround speaker. Have the two controllers I use the most, I guess, the NVIDIA Shield one and the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and the PS4 controllers, but those are on the TV stand. Here I have my Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2, which I use for running. And yeah, that's it. All right, so that is there for that section of the room. And now we can go into the kind of desk section of my room here. Oops. All right. And this is my bed. Like I said, this is a one room, so I have my bed and my desk and everything in the same room. Let's go to this section. This is my studio section of the room for my musical equipment and stuff. So I have this mic here. This is a MXL 770 condenser mic. And I have my iPad here. This is for my iPad Pro 10.5. This is for reading lyrics. Down here I have my guitar amplifier and my pedals. So this is my Milkman 1 watt plus. This is a tube amplifier that's hand wired in San Francisco. So yeah, I actually visited the guy before to repair my amp directly, because he lived in San Francisco. Which is pretty cool to see the same guy who built your amp. So this is a looper pedal, the Boss RC5 looper, which is probably the most important pedal because I'm a solo player. I don't have a band, so that's probably the most important pedal here. And then I have the Bella Epoch Tape Echo, which is basically the entire section of the Maestro Echoplex CP3, and also includes the preamp from the Maestro Echoplex as well, which kind of is a good tone booster. Then I have the Zodic compressor here. It's my compressor pedal, and my BBE Silicon Fuzz, which I'm kind of becoming a fan of fuzzes now. Didn't used to use them a lot before, but I like this one. This is my Boss Tuner pedal, and then all powered by a BBE charger right there, power supply. Yeah. And over here are some more pedals that I don't use as much, but they're there. I used to use like a whole row of pedals, but now as I guess I don't play as much anymore, so I only have these few pedals that I'm using for now. So those pedals, sometimes I use them, but not much anymore. Then I have a Behringer Xenix mixer here. So yeah, this is going to take in all my inputs from my microphone, right, and output them to the studio monitors, which are the PreSonus Era studio monitors. Now, they're nothing that special. They're relatively affordable studio monitors, but I don't need to upgrade them or anything, because honestly, like, this is for my own section of this room, and I don't really use them all that much. But I will if I'm doing like a private performance for someone, if they come over. That's pretty much the only time I use these. And for YouTube videos, sometimes I use them. All right, I have two guitars here, the main guitars I'm using right now. This is a Duesenberg Joe Walsh Alliance which is a very beautiful guitar. So that's one of my main guitars I'm using now. The other main guitar I'm using is a G&L ASOT Special, also very beautiful guitar. So let me see that here. Kind of replaced the custom parts caster guitar I used to use before. So that is the studio section of my room. And then you have my dresser here. You have a Magic Johnson signed and framed jersey on there. He's one of my favorite players. And then on top of my dresser, you have just some various stuff. I use the Neurophone Neurobuds now as kind of my main wireless earbuds when I go jogging and stuff. It's just more convenient. Then I have my Aston & Kern SE100 with the Campfire Audio Solaris, or Aston & Kern Solaris X. Yeah, these ones are for like when I'm just going outside and I'm taking the bus or I'm taking the subway, you know, just meeting a friend. Then I use these to listen to my music, and these are of course much higher quality than using wireless earbuds. For most special occasions, I'm going to use the DAP. But for running and jogging, then it's more convenient to use the wireless earbuds. And I have my Motorola Razr Fold when I go jogging or running because, you know, I had to pair it with the Neurophone. These ones can't because they're not a phone. They don't run Android. So I needed to have an Android phone to run it, and yeah, my Moto Razr is a good device for this because of the secondary display, which I can use to easily control my music. So yeah, basically when I go jogging or running or exercising, then I use these two. For everything else, listening to music, I use this, the DAP. Alright, these are my Sony ZV-1 vlog camera, which I use to record most of my YouTube videos, I would say. All my product reviews and stuff like that, unboxing videos, they all get recorded on this. That's pretty much it. My sunglasses, and yeah, pretty much everything on my shelf. These are for extra stuff for fixing up. Basically, the screwdrivers are really useful, you know, taking apart guitars, laptops, anything. So just keep them on there. Alright, and this is my nightstand, and you can see what's on it right now. So these are the two laptops I use the most right now. This is my HP Dragonfly Elite. This is the main portable laptop for Windows that I use. And this is my MacBook, which I use for editing videos. So all the basketball videos you see on my YouTube, those are all edited on my MacBook. And I write the scripts for it on my MacBook. I use iMovie for editing. Then you have my Rourke R1 Mark IV Deluxe as my clock, alarm, radio. Yeah, I usually just use it as a clock now. You know, sometimes I might use it as a radio. But yeah. Then I have my Levoit humidifier. So right now is Vancouver fall, but turning into winter, and the air does get dry, so I do need to have a humidifier here. I also use this as an aromatizer as well. So I use some oils here. I put it in there and for aromatherapy. All right, and this is my main phone that I use right now. Is my Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. So that's sitting here, connects to the charger on my Rourke audio alarm clock. And then go down here. I used to have more devices on this shelf, but I've limited myself to only 4 right now. So I have my One Mix Yoga 3, mostly for visual novels, GPD Win 2 and GPD Win 3 for handheld gaming, and my One Netbook A1 as another gaming handheld. So I have a lot of gaming handhelds here. These are all full Windows computers, by the way. Yeah, the paper here, I have some documents in there. And over here I have my Vox Mini 5 battery powered amp and my pool cue. These days I practice pool sometimes, so I have a Predator cue right there in the box, in the case. So, and this is the Lazy Boy Melrose chair. This is no longer my chair anymore because as you can see there's like a rip here in the seams. The reason is because, well, this chair can't really handle my sitting positions. I usually tend to sit with my feet up on the chair sometimes, and this one can't really handle that. It's not as versatile, whereas the new chair I have, the steel case gesture chair, is definitely more versatile. So yeah, that's why I got that new chair, which I'll talk about in a bit. But the Melrose, the Lazy Boy Melrose, just can't handle it, so that's why I had to put it here for now. It's going to be my spare chair when my friends or someone come over. They can use this one. But yeah, this chair just doesn't seem to fit my sitting habits like some other chairs do. So that's why I had to find a new one. And this is my my bed and my mattress. So I love my mattress. This is a Simmons mattress. It cost me $1,600, but it's very, very firm and comfortable. For me, I have to have just the right mattress, otherwise I can't sleep properly. Like, I have to have a mattress that's not too soft. If it's too soft, then I still wake up feeling uncomfortable. If it's too hard, then it also hurts my back. So I need to have a mattress that's not too soft and not too hard. And this mattress is just perfect for me. It's almost like sleeping in a really nice hotel, honestly. And yeah, I think it's worth the money to it's worth it to invest a lot of money into a good mattress, because you're going to be spending a third of your life on here, right? So that's important. And of course, yeah, I love my bed sheets and blankets and pillows. And this is my first bed with a bed frame like this with a headboard, so it's actually pretty comfortable as well, since I lie on it to use my phone and laptop a lot. All right, so that is my bed and my mattress, and yeah, I have to say this is probably the best bed and mattress that I've ever slept in, at least talking about personal beds, right? I'm not talking about hotel beds or anything like that, but just out of all the personal beds I've slept in and previously in all my homes and apartments I've lived in before, this is the best. And I spent the most on this one, so I think it's worth it. So, yep, there's that. And over here, we can talk about my collection. So I have a collection of figurines and books here. So let's go over that. All right, so first of all, you see these two big jerseys here hanging on the, well, leaning on the wall here. One is Jerry West and one is Rick Barry. They're both signed. And I framed them, of course, because they are two of my favorite players, both on the 50th and 75th anniversary teams. Yeah, I love them as players. So anyways, yeah, have those jerseys signed, framed right there. And here I have some of my music stuff. So these are from my record player, they're LPs. So you can see some of my favorite rock bands here, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Have the box set, which I think is their best box set. They have Electric Ladyland, of course, and I have the Live at Winterland box set as well. Pink Floyd have Dark Side of the Moon, one of my favorite albums. I think this one comes with a 5.1 remix as well on the Blu-ray audio. And they have the Beatles, Abbey Road. Of course, this is probably one of my favorite rock albums ever. I wouldn't say if it's the favorite, it's so hard to choose one, but this is definitely one of my favorite rock albums. Dark Side of the Moon, of course, is another one. And then I have a collection, Led Zeppelin Mothership, of their greatest hits as well. So those are probably my four favorite rock bands: Jimi Hendrix, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and Beatles. All right, the first shelf is, you're going to see a bunch of random books here. And this one is from the Fire Emblem Collector's Edition. So I got this from the Shadow Dragon Blade of Light Collector's Edition. It came with this, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a neat little extra they put in there as part of the Collector's Edition. So I have it displayed here. This is my watch case with all my watches. I have 6 watches currently. I can go through each of them. So, all right. This is the Frederic Constant Slimline Moon Phase. This one cost about $1,300, and I swapped out the original leather band for a Milanese loop so that it's a little bit more versatile now. With the leather band, basically it was just formal settings, but now you can use it for casual or formal settings, so pretty cool. I used to have my Orient Sun and Moon in this position, but this is now my Suggest Tourbillon Master. As you can see, it has a tourbillon in it. Surprisingly, it's not that expensive. It's only $700. So yes, this tourbillon Master is probably the cheapest watch out of here. Believe it or not, the one with the tourbillon is the cheapest. So that's kind of crazy, but that's because it's a Chinese brand. And yeah, I would wear this for formal occasions, I guess. So it's a pretty striking watch. I guess people will ask what it is. It has an aventurine dial which sparkles, so it's an attention grabbing watch. And this is the Hamilton Ventura Elvis 80. As you can see, the shape is very unique. It is a quartz watch, the only quartz watch I have, and because of that, I mean, there's pros and cons, but basically it is going to be the most accurate out of all the watches here. And it's a rubber band, so I can use it in virtually any setting, but I use it mostly casually because of the rubber band, I guess. So yeah, and it's an attention grabber, right, because of the shape. So yeah, the Hamilton Ventura Elvis 80 is a pretty unique watch. I like the Americana look too. This is probably the oldest watch here. I bought this back in 2018. I wore this in San Francisco and in Korea. This is the Oris GMT. It's a limited edition watch. It's also the most expensive out of all these watches at $2,000. It's a dual time zone watch, and I don't wear it that much these days because it's relatively thick. As you can see, it's a thick, bulky watch. I don't wear it all too much, but it's still nice to have because of the dual time zone. And yeah, I mean, it's got a pretty, it's not like an appearance that stands out all too much, but it's not a boring appearance either. So yeah, this is just an all-around watch that you can wear for anything, but I just don't wear it as much because it's kind of bulky. Now, in contrast, I do wear this watch the most. This is the Yunhan's Meister calendar. Cost me about $1,500-ish, so it's probably the second most expensive out of all these watches, but I like this watch a lot. I wear this one probably the most often. It's just very, very functional. Now, I wish it had a sapphire glass. It has a mineral glass. That's why it's a little slightly scratched here. But yeah, I wear this the most, and it's just very functional, right? It's got moon phase, date, month. Yeah, it's got a lot of different features and functions. I can wear it pretty much to anything, but I usually wear it just casually outside. So generally, just a very good watch that I like to wear. And it's very thin, as you can see. That's a huge reason why I wear this a lot more than the Oris. And last but not least, the Nomos Tetra 400. This is about $1,400, probably the third most expensive watch here. And as you can see, it's got the square shape and everything. It's a relatively tiny watch. It's very thin. It's a manual wind movement. So I forgot to say that all of these are, well, this one's a quartz. The Hamilton's a quartz. The Yunhan's, Oris, and Frederic Constant, the FC, they're automatics. The Sujes is a hand wind. It's a manual wind. And the Nomos is a manual wind as well. So you gotta manually wind it, but you know, that's fine. And this is mostly for formal occasions as well. So I'll mostly be wearing this with like a blazer or you know, something dressed up, right? You can just tell. I swapped out the original leather strap for a nylon strap, which I think makes it a bit more versatile. And I also really like the minimalistic and Bauhaus design. So that's it. It's my watch collection. All for different purposes and occasions. All right, next shelf. These are just different books and stuff like that. A lot of these are from different collector's editions of games. Like this one is from Catherine, Full Bodies, from Deus Ex. This one's from Kanagawa Jet Girls. So I have a lot of Guilty Gear. I have a lot of books from collector's editions here. Persona 5, Yakuza 6. This one is from Blaze Blue, I think. This one's from Uno. Then I got some, StarCraft 2, Diablo. Over here I have another one for StarCraft. This is from the Fire Emblem Collector's Edition. This one from Naruto. I got a lot of stuff from Collector's Editions here. This is all the art books basically from the Collector's Editions. Radiant Historia, Tales of Xillia. Yeah, Disgaea, Muv-Luv, Alcana. Yeah, they all go here. So that's where most of my art books from Collector's Editions go. Some other books here. I have two of my favorite shows. I have Seinfeld and I have Friends. Those are two of my favorite shows, two of my favorite sitcoms, two of the best sitcoms, I think. I have a Genuine book that my friend gave me. I have to read that. And I have this Korean book that Kareem actually signed for me, and I have a video for that. So there it is, for Tong. So he actually signed this for me. So that's pretty cool. And here, the last shelf is just full of like really heavy books, I guess. So I have a collection of Horrible Histories books, which I really enjoyed reading as a kid. So I have the whole collection here. Have the Art, Fire Emblem, Awakening books. Bruce Lee, my childhood idol, I have a book on him. Really like high-end audio design, like hi-fi stuff. I like to read about, you know, different histories and stuff like that. So I have a hi-fi audiobook right there of things I can't afford. I have a dinosaur book because I really enjoyed dinosaurs as a kid. I have JFK, another one of my childhood heroes. I like reading about him. They have Deus Ex, Jimi Hendrix, right, as a guitar player, probably one of my favorite guitar players. One of my huge influences as a guitar player. Led Zeppelin, one of my favorite bands. Atari art, which is pretty cool, I find. I have a book on watches, right, because I enjoy reading about the watch design as well. And Magic the Gathering, some art based on that. Super Mario, Fallout 4, cool game. Have that. And I have Art of Diablo, another cool game. This is from XKCD. these two Nintendo books are from that YouTuber Pat the NES Punk. And I really recommend these if you're into like NES and SNES, because yeah, he goes through pretty much the entire library. The descriptions are very brief, but that's because he has to go through every single game. So I think it's nice just to look at the whole collection of different Nintendo, Super Nintendo games. So that's really cool. I highly recommend these. Then I have another StarCraft book, Cyberpunk 2077. You can tell I'm a fan of a lot of these things if I have books about them. The Bioshock, Marvel Encyclopedia, different heroes. Then I have 2 basketball books here. About NBA players, and then I have the Beatles. So yeah, a lot of stuff that I really enjoy to read and look at there. So that is the first bookshelf. So mostly full of like books and stuff like that. All right, second shelf is full of my figurines. So let's look at that. First of all, these are the 2 Gundam figures that I built myself. I have a video building one of them actually. So these are both from Gundam Seed Destiny, which is one of my favorite Gundam series. This one is Strike Freedom, the Gundam Strike Freedom, piloted by Kira Yamato. So yeah, one of my favorite Gundams, probably my favorite Gundam actually, is the Gundam Strike Freedom. And this is the Gundam Destiny, piloted by Shin Asuka. And I don't have the Wings of Light because, you know, it takes up too much space. But that is the Gundam Destiny. Here is Bruce Lee, one of my childhood idols. Right here, this is a limited Interbay figurine, very detailed. Then I have, of course, the one and only GOAT, Michael Jordan. So, it's Michael Jordan, the Salvino figurine. I wish this was his real signature, but it's very hard to find Michael Jordan's real signature. I think he only has his official signature on Upper Deck items, because he only signed with Upper Deck, I think, for that. So you're not going to find many Michael Jordan signed stuff. All right, bottom here, next shelf, we have more basketball players, mostly Lakers, except for Larry Bird in the back. So yeah, I mean, Larry Bird obviously needs no introduction for basketball fans. It's Larry Bird, one of the greatest players ever. This is his official signature, and these are mostly Salvino figurines. Some are not. This one, I think this is a Salvino figurine as well, or a McFarlane, I forget. I think it might be a McFarlane actually, but this is one of Shaq, of course, one of the most dominant players of all time. And then we have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is by Gartland, and this is his official signature, of course, in his signature skyhook pose. Then we have Elgin Baylor, rest in peace, the Salvino figurine with his actual signature. Jerry West, one of my favorite players, Salvino figurine, his actual signature here. And Magic Johnson, one of my favorite players, Gartland figurine, not his actual signature, unfortunately. I couldn't find the one with his actual signature. So he did have a few that he made. That's this figure, but with the actual signature. But I couldn't find it. He only signed like 600 or something. So, anyways, that's all the Lakers here and Larry Bird. That's all the basketball figurines. Yes, no LeBron James, no Kobe Bryant. Okay, I've already done a few videos on why Kobe's not in my top 5, and LeBron just hasn't played enough as a Laker. So, yep. That's all my Lakers figurines. And here we have more. I have Diva. This is not an official Blizzard licensed statue or figurine. This is from a Chinese company, but it's cheaper, so that's why I got it. The official Blizzard one was like $400-$500. So that's why I got this one. It's still pretty detailed, still pretty nice. It's just not official. And then I just got these. This is the Terran Battlecruiser from StarCraft, officially licensed. This is officially licensed from Blizzard. Got it from the store. The Diablo, of course. Really nice resin statue there. Here we have Jimi Hendrix. This is one of my favorite Jimi Hendrix statues. And this one is from Knucklebones. I think they did a really good job here. I saw other Jimi Hendrix statues, didn't really like them, but this one's probably my favorite. And it has the official Fender Stratocaster here. So if you guys see any other statue of Jimi Hendrix with an official Fender Stratocaster guitar licensed, then let me know. This is so far the only one I know that has that. And Spider-Man in the back. This is just a resin one, and he's using his this is the thing that Tony Stark gave him for the Avengers, I think. So this is the Avengers version of Spider-Man, which is also another one of my favorite characters back when I was a kid. All right, and then down here is I have Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is the Play Arts Kai figurine. I think it's pretty good, very posable, done very well. Then we have Rampage. This is Transformers from Beast Wars. He was probably my favorite character from Beast Wars because he's just brutal and vicious. And he's did I tell you he transforms into a robot tank, like a a metallic transmetal tank that fires cannons, and he's a crab too. So that's really cool. Then we have Dragon Ball Z stuff because I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, we have Broly in the back. This is one that my friend gave me. Then we have Goku. This is from the Xenoverse 2 Collector's Edition. It's a very big figurine actually. And then we have Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Teen Gohan is probably my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z. And here is the custom lightsaber that was made for me by Saber Forge. It took 6 months to make. This is the Darth Bane, the Bane Mark II lightsaber. It's a curved hilt. I specified this all in chrome. So yeah, it's a full chrome version. It's really, really cool. Let's see.
Cyber assassin.
Oh cool, the battery still works. I haven't charged it in a long time.
Frozen limbs.
Oh, it's pretty nice. So yeah. So we're doing that's it in action right there. Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, that's the Darth Bane lightsaber. And then last shelf we have more figurines. So this is Kira Kazuma from the Yakuza series, right there. We have more StarCraft figurines right here. Then we got Noelle Vermillion from BlazBlue. We have Rachel Alucard from BlazBlue as well. And this is Sumika from Muv-Luv and Lucina from Fire Emblem Awakening. I think both of these are from Figma. This is something I got from the Valkyrie Chronicles 4 Collector's Edition. Then we have Makis Chris. This is the Kotobukiya figurine I got. It's pretty nice. I like it. We have a Duke Nukem hiding behind there. There's a Duke Nukem Forever Collector's Edition statue right there. We have the Fallout bobblehead right there. It's from Fallout. Then we have my custom bobbleheads. I got these from a custom site, bobbleheads.com, custombobblehead.com or something like that. Anyways, I sent them a picture of my face and they made it into a bobblehead. Then we have Mega Man X. This is the True Force collectibles version of Mega Man X. Pretty nice. And then we have Saitama from One Punch Man down there. My friend gave that to me. We have Johnny Gat from Saints Row. And then we have Bret the Hitman Hart. It's one of my childhood... Actually, I used to watch wrestling a lot as a kid as well. My dad used to have it on all the time. And Bret Hart, of course, I'm in Canada, right? So Bret Hart was like the hometown favorite here. Him and Shawn Michaels, man, going at it back in the 90s. So that's it. That is the bottom shelf. So yeah, that is my figurine collection. All right, and of course I have a coffee table here, you know, as also my dining table since I don't have a dining table. I have my Martin Owen James guitar here, and the reason why it's here is because it's just easy to pick up and play. Like if I find a song I really want to play, then it's easy just grab it from here instead of going to my other guitar stand and picking it up. And it's an acoustic, so I don't need to plug in an amp or anything. Just nice when inspiration strikes. This chair, as I mentioned, is my new chair. Is my steel case Gesture, which I bought for $1,000. You might think that's really expensive for a chair, but think about this, right? Like I said about the mattress, you spend a third of your life on the mattress, so it's really important to spend money on things that will make your body feel comfortable, right? It's for health reasons as well, right? So I spend a lot of my time sleeping. Most of us spend a lot of our time sleeping, so we got to invest in a good mattress. I think it's important. It's also important to invest a lot in a good chair because for me, since I work at home, I spend also probably a third of my life on the chair now as well. So that's why I invested a lot of money into this chair, which the steel case Gesture is a really nice chair because it supports a lot of different variety of different positions, right? So this one is very flexible. You can go like this. It can like go up or down. See, it can move up or down. This whole thing can move. This whole thing can move this way, that way. Like it's just very, very flexible, right? If you look at the back, I know it's not easy to show us, but this can tilt back as well. I got this with the headrest here. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's very comfortable. So it can tilt back like this. Like you can support a lot of different positions, and that's why I spent a lot on this, and I think it's worth it. right? You want to be comfortable when you're working, you want to be comfortable when you're sitting. So I spend a lot of my time on this chair since I'm working at home. So yeah, steel case gesture is really nice. So this is my main workstation. This is where I work from home, right? I'm a remote worker. So yeah, this is basically where I do my work. And yeah, we can take a look at these is the drawers here. I have my Oculus touch controllers, some extra spare mice, some cables, battery packs, things like that. Just some extra, a Bose speaker, some extra stuff here. Yeah. I think I put that in my drawer. Down here are, these are my record collection records. So yeah, have rock records here. So I got like Beach Boys, Queen, Beatles. I put most of my rock records here. So The Who, all very nice. And then this is my jazz records and my R&B other genres records. So I have Miles Davis, I have John Coltrane, Frank Sinatra, Charlie Parker, Michael Jackson, right, Carpenters. I have all these other artists in here. So that's basically my record collection. Is I have it, keep it in these two cases. Then I have a printer here. Of course, I have to have that sometimes. Then I have a Real Acoustics T0 Mark III subwoofer here. It's a very compact subwoofer, which I use to hook up to my desktop speakers. And then I have a foot massager here. It's a very simple foot massager. It's very cheap, but it's I think it helps with my feet. So it makes my feet more comfortable when I'm, you know, obviously sitting all day. So yeah, let's look at my desk. So this is a ultra-wide LG monitor. I think it's very useful for productivity. So you can have a lot of windows side by side. I think it definitely helps. So that's why I have an ultra-wide here. Logitech webcam is a very simple webcam for Zoom meetings. Then I have my name board for my company. It's very cool. They gave me that custom one. Fidget cube, which I use sometimes. I got this from a Kickstarter project actually. Then I have the Cooler Master. I think this is the SK222 keyboard. So this is a mechanical keyboard. It's a Cherry MX Blues. So it's clicky, but it's very, very good for typing. Then over here, I got a new mouse. I used to use the Microsoft Surface mouse, but now I use the Logitech MX Master 3. This is a very versatile mouse. It's wireless. It can pretty much do everything. It's very ergonomic. And yeah. It's just a pretty nice mouse, a lot of functionality. So I use the Logitech MX Master 3 as my main work mouse now. This is my Google Home Hub, which I use to check my weather or appointments, anything, calendar. Also, it's a digital photo frame, so I can use it to display my photos with different people, myself, and with my friends. So yeah, I can like scroll through them like this and by myself. So yeah, just a lot of good memories here. And my headphones here are the Sony 1000 XM3s. Now I know there's newer pairs out, but the 1000 XM3s are still pretty good. Yeah, so I still use these. I mean, the noise canceling and the sound quality, the Bluetooth, everything still works fairly well. So I don't feel any need to upgrade. These are still my main headphones for Zoom calls and things like that. My company MacBook right there in the back. And yeah, steel case gesture chair, very ergonomic. I love it. So no complaints about that one so far. Have a fake plant here. This is a fan that I bought this summer when Vancouver had like a heat wave going on and I really needed it. And I've just kept it ever since because, it's just nice to have like a little cool breeze coming at you. And my place is generally fairly warm, so it's nice to be able to have this to cool down. In the back here, this is my main computer, right? So this is my main computer and workstation. Let's go over what's here. So first of all, I have my Oculus Quest 2 connected right now. It's for VR. This is my custom desktop that I built. I did a whole video on it, my Landly desktop build. So the case is a Landly, and everything else is, I bought and I built it myself. This is so far my first and only desktop that I ever built. I don't have any fancy RGB lighting in there. It's just right now you can only see the light from the Zotac GPU. But yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I put the specs are I put like Asus motherboard, the Zotac GPU, I got Noctua CPU cooler and fans in there, Cooler Master fans, and a Corsair RAM and stuff. So I think it's a pretty good build. So I like this. And the Landly case, of course, is pretty nice. This is aluminum build. And here we have my audio system. my desktop speaker system. So everything is powered right now by my Rotel A12. This is an integrated amp, and this one has inputs for a lot of different things. It has phono input, which I'm connecting to my Fluence RT85 record player. So yeah, so my record player is connected to this, which has a phono stage built in. Can also do CD, USB, optical. Right now, of course, I also have it hooked up to my PC because it has a built-in DAC as well. And yeah, it's a pretty nice integrated amp, so works well. And I have it, the only thing is it doesn't have a dedicated subwoofer out. So how I'm connecting it to my Rel acoustic subwoofer is I have it connected to the preamp outs. So there's a couple of preamp outs in the back, and I'm using that to connect to the powered subwoofer. That seems to be working well. And yeah, this is my main computer setup, my main gaming setup, of course, as well. So I upgraded the monitor as well. So my old monitor was an Asus 1080p TN panel, and it was 24 inches. So I wanted something a little bit better. So this one is an Acer Predator. It is a bigger display. It's a 27-inch 1440p IPS panel. So it's definitely an upgrade for me. Bigger monitor and everything, you know, better colors. With the TN panel at 240 hertz, which is a high refresh rate, but I didn't really need it, and this one is 165 hertz, so it's already high enough. The webcam is a little bit better than the one on my work machine. So this one is a Creative Live Cam 1080p webcam. The Logitech one was 720. Alright, and the speakers are PMC DB1 Golds, which are pretty nice desktop speakers. I mean, I like their small size, and they're near field speakers, so they're really good in a desktop environment. And they're also limited edition and handcrafted as well. So if you look at the back here, yeah, you can see they're all like hand built, individually numbered, handcrafted in the UK. And I got them at a discount actually. They used to, at full price, they're fairly expensive, but I got them at a discount. So, yep, they're PMC DB1 Golds, which I think are pretty nice desktop speakers. The keyboard is different as well. This used to be a Logitech G810 Orion keyboard with Cherry MX Brown switches, but now they're Rocket Vulcans, which use similar switches, I guess. So, yeah, these switches are pretty nice as well. Yeah, and it got like media buttons here, pause, mute. You can go up, turn the volume here. It's a pretty nice keyboard. So yeah, and I like the look of this keyboard. Some people have noticed this keyboard and asked about it. So yeah, this is the Rocket Vulcan keyboard with their version of MX Brown switches. And this is a HyperX wrist gel pad. I mean, this one came with like a palm rest thing as well, a wrist rest, but I didn't use it because I wanted to have a more comfortable gel rest. So I got this one from HyperX. And the mouse is the same one I've been using since 2015, so I've used this mouse for 6 years now. It's a really good mouse. This is the Logitech G502 Proteus Core. I just didn't feel any need to change this mouse. I mean, there's been a better version of this mouse or something, or they upgraded it, but yeah, I've used this one for 6 years, over 6 years, and so far I haven't really, no issues so far, so I really like this mouse. Logitech G502, it's the one I've still been using. Then I have the Blue Yeti Nano for my microphone. This is the microphone I use for gaming and streaming, and all my gameplay videos use this mic. So yeah, that's my main mic. And this is the wireless charger that I'm using to charge my Samsung Galaxy Fold 2, which is my main Canadian phone right now. I'm using it because it's a very versatile phone. It can turn into a tablet and everything. So yeah, very versatile device, pretty decent cameras and everything. So yeah, and that's it. That's my desktop. And oh yes, by the way, I do drink Icelandic glacial water. It's probably one of my favorite premium waters, along with Mountain Valley and Aquapana. I do recommend that. Oh, and these two drawers are basically just for random stuff, like for yeah, extra batteries, adapters, yeah, things like that. I think I have some like extra cables. Yeah, I have like smart extra watches and stuff in here. Yeah, it's just completely random stuff there. So that's it, guys. That is my workstation and my desk, where I do most of my recording for my videos, my gaming, my work is in this section. One other thing is my ottoman bench here. Not only is this an ottoman, but I also use it to hide all my stuffed animals and dolls here. So yeah, I have a bunch of stuff here. A lot of this just random, I guess. I mean, this is Muzi from Cacao. I have a StarCraft probe. I think this still makes a noise, right? Maybe it doesn't make a noise anymore. It used to make like a noise. Anyways, it's my StarCraft probe. This is a limited edition, I believe. This is Jill from Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender Action, which is this indie cyberpunk visual novel game. I think this is a pretty cool doll. I think it's it might be a limited edition one too. So, is that got Snoopy. And this is Fine Dog, which I got from Kickstarter actually. I got this dog from Kickstarter. This is Fine Dog. This is fine. Okay. What else? I've got the Cyanide and Happiness dolls here. This is from a collector's edition for Persona 5. This is Morgana from Persona 5. Then got what? Totoro, Bugs Bunny. I used to watch Looney Tunes a lot. This is the dog from Persona 3. So yeah, I think I got this one. This is the Persona 3 dog. What is this? This is the Ember guy from the Ember.js meetup. This is Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. I also have Squall here from Final Fantasy 8. Yeah, Final Fantasy 8 and Final Fantasy 13. And this is the sheep from Catherine, full body. So, yeah, it's got the pajamas and everything. All right, so yeah, that's my my little doll collection right there. All right. And that's pretty much my room, guys. I think you guys have seen pretty much everything. So I'm gonna just do a quick pan of my room. So we got a lot of sunlight today. It's very nice. Usually in the fall and winter, it's raining. It's very cloudy outside usually, but today is pretty good. Alright, last thing to do is just show the balcony, so let's go there, let's go outside. And yeah, today is very nice, very sunny, atypical of Vancouver Falls, but you guys can see outside here. Yeah, it's pretty sunny. Usually it's very rainy and cloudy in the fall and winter here. But today we get a very nice day. And might be, I think right now it's actually fairly warm. Usually it's about 10 degrees, I would say, or less than 10 degrees, but right now I think it might be above 10. So that's actually considered fairly warm, Vancouver fall and winter. So yeah, you can see the fall leaves and everything have fallen. So autumn season, pretty nice here. Alright, and yeah, I have my tripod here for recording time lapses and stuff. I post time lapses to my Instagram in case you guys want to see that. So that's pretty much it for the tour today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I just wanted to show off a little bit more about what's changed in my apartment, I guess, since March. No, it hasn't been that long, but yeah, and wow, today's just a really nice day, so I just wanted to give a nice tour while there's like sun out and stuff like that. So yeah, usually it's very cloudy here in the fall and winter, so I'm glad it's really nice today. All right. Yeah, anyways, like, you know, you guys have heard my story maybe before, but a few years ago, you know, I lost all my money and my savings and everything, and I had to rebuild. And it's been a tough process, but part of this is I want to show you guys, you know, this is what I've done since trying to recover from that. And yeah, and I know, like, with Bitcoin, crypto, and stocks, everything all rising like crazy, and just I try not to think about, oh, this is what I could have had, right? I don't try not to think about that. Right now the lawsuit's still ongoing with Kadriga, and there's been no end to it. Like, I haven't got any updates this year at all, pretty much, so I still don't know what's going on. But yeah, it sucks, and you know, I'm just trying to keep my head level and stuff, and just trying to move past that, and just try to show you guys, oh, this is where I'm at 3 years later. I'm doing fairly well, but I'm not, like, obviously not back to where I was before, because, you know, if I had everything I had before and I invested it, I would obviously be a lot better than I am now, but try not to think about that. So anyways, yeah, this is it. Still though, I don't mind renting a place, saving up money and stuff like that. It's, you know, it's just trying to start over anew and make do with what I have. And of course, I always think that it could be worse, right? It could always be worse. So I'm always very thankful for what I do have. So, and being able to get back to this level already, right? So not many people can already recover this fast, and at least I'm able to do that a little bit. So anyways, that's it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, you want to know about me, anything. I do YouTube videos, right? I'm always open to all sorts of comments and questions, as long as you guys are not trolling me. So I know some guys posted on my YouTube saying, ha ha ha, did you see how high crypto went up? Get wrecked. And yeah, I don't respond to those kind of comments, but if you have anything constructive you want to ask me or talk to me about, then let me know. Anyways, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this tour, and as always, yeah, thanks for watching.